Honestly, I'm hugely honoured. I wasn't expecting this kind of response. I mean, it's just a thing that I believed in and decided to pursue. And seeing this kind of recognition, I'm hoping that rather than just, I mean, it's great for me to feel and I really enjoy this kind of experience, but I'm hoping that other people will be inspired by what I've done and then hopefully go and support this cause further. I mean, that's predominantly what I would like to see.
You're so young and you've chosen to do this. Why personally did you choose to do something like this? I mean, it's incredible. Well,
I mean, I'm a keen athlete myself. I've been hurdles champion in Sussex 2 years in a row. And that's something that's driven by passion internally, and it comes from me. But I can understand that athletes with permanent disabilities, well, they'll struggle to get into things like that. There isn't enough provision for that. And that's why I got behind this charity.
We saw some of the things that you've done to raise funds. Talk us through your expedition or what that was like.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. My first couple of days were really tough. Probably a little tear came out a couple of days as well. Honestly, mentally draining. But having that support behind me while I was out there, like my dad and the other guys on the trip, that actually kind of made me look back and go, actually, look, there are people here that don't have that support, so that's what I'm trying to offer. But when we were out there, once you have that support, once you get going, once you get through the hard yards, I mean, it was -20 on some days, a couple of days we were kept in tents by storms. I mean, great experience now, but while I was there, going through the really tough stuff, like some of these kids here are going through, trying to get into sports they can, but there isn't the support there. I mean, that's just changed everything, really. I mean, going through that and coming back, and then going to the Parallel Youth Games and actually seeing what I've helped like make, it's really fantastic.
How do you prepare for expeditions like that?
Well, I've got to say there was a fair bit of training involved. I mean, you can't just go out and do it. Like, there were certain regulations we had to meet, and there was probably maybe 3-4 months of training prior to that, and then there's a lot of equipment, all sorts of clothing. I mean, it was interesting, very interesting actually, kind of going through the process of a trip like that, but then once you're actually out there, hugely different to how you perceive it before, I'm sure.
You mentioned your dad as a support. I mean, can you describe to us how supportive he has been, how much that's meant to you? Well,
I mean, him and my mum also, I mean, as an athlete, they drove me to competitions and stuff like that, and then they took me to meetings with the charity so I could help get this fundraising going. I mean, they helped me set up the fundraising website, and a huge amount of stuff for me, and actually having them out there and going, look, come on, it's not all that bad, I can get through it, you can get through it. So we really got going, great bonding session for me, really got to know him, and I mean, it's just fantastic then. I mean, now we're a lot closer now. I'm not saying we weren't close before, we're a very close family, but even coming back, we had that experience, shared experience together, and it's really fantastic.
Final question, the Sports Awards this evening, how has it been?
Well, I mean, it's really nice to meet Louise, actually, because as an athlete myself, I can really look up to her, and I can understand a lot of the stuff she was saying about, look, just like with the sponsors and stuff like that. Myself, I apply for funding, the same kind of system, and it's been quite opening for me, because I wasn't expecting this kind of response, to be honest. I mean, I'm really honoured that they did all that for me, but seeing other people doing fantastic things as well, it's really nice to see, and to be honest, it's opened my eyes to all these other things maybe I could do. Maybe I could go to the Commonwealth Games. We'll see. It's all there, isn't it? It's all there.
Have a great evening, thank you. Congratulations again.